Filming the Krown rustproofing on this truck proved to be a little bit difficult to do at the same time as doing the rustproofing. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a walkthrough of the places I stuck my probe into. Now, the Krown is brilliant for doing cavities and things like this. It gets everywhere. But I'm going to show you at the end of this video the tools I actually used to do it with. You couldn't do this with like a Schultz gun. You'd just waste so much product. It wouldn't work. You really need a rustproofing applicator to do it with. But on this video I'm going to show you where to stick your probe. Now, you can probably see here I've got my tube at the bottom of the chassis, right? There is a hole in the bottom of the door pillar. Now, get out, so you can see there, I'm going to nip it here, but I can't get the distance with the camera, so I'm going to have to do this like this. So I'm going to pull it out. This is how far I got, right? I got right to the top of the bulkhead. I got right up to here. Excellent! Now, well, instead of showing you at the end of the video, I'll show it now. This is the probe. It's a 365 degree nozzle, bullet ended, and the same diameter as the tube, almost. This means you can get into some really important little places, such as that. Now, you'd never do that with a Schultz gun, so that means inside this pillar is well protected, and that's a good thing, because it'll start to creep out all over the place. Let me show you some other places I put it. I also put it on this side of the wing, if you see what I mean, on this side of the door pillar. Inside this cavity here, spray it right up to the top. It doesn't need a great deal, you know, it's really fast to do, but under the inner wing it'll protect all that corner, and eventually the Krown will descend and cover the top of the outrigger and everything. You don't need to waste product, and it is very light, but it'll do the job. Let's find another place. This section, like again, I can't get a full width of the car because I haven't finished my rustproofing yet. But here, in the centre door pillar, on your B post, sorry, this is how far I got up. Now look, no kidding, this is the end of the tube. I got up to here. Brilliant, because there's no rust going to get in the top. There are sometimes plugs on the bottom of those holes. Take them out, let air get round them. It'll let moisture get out, but you can get your probe in really easy. But if you plug it, that's why they get rusty. I'll show you another one. Here's another one, a notorious place for rust. The square box section here that's covered over. There's a hole at the bottom, look at this. Nipped it at the bottom. Where did I get to? Right to the very top. Excellent, excellent piece of news. So that's good. That would be your frame all properly protected. Underneath the frame, you do it with the fan. We'll come on to that later, but let's go and have a look at somewhere else we can shove it, because they don't like it up them. One of the techniques I use to get this little probe thing in is I use it like an electrician's fish. That doesn't mean electricians keep fish, but if you've ever fished wires through a wall with an electrician's cable puller, what you do is you twist it. You keep twisting it, you see, like that. So it's easier if you take it off the gun. I know it's a bit messy, put some gloves on, but twist it, right? Now let's set this camera back a bit further and I'll show you how far we get. Like I say, Curtis and I drilled some holes in here for better access, so we can get this way, which is kind of easy and very important, and also we can get this way, which is kind of important. So with your probe, and remember there's reinforcements in this chassis, twist it. Listen, see? Boom! We've got right the way now. Watch this. When I take this out, I've got up to the shock tower. Excellent. In fact, there's a little hole in there, in the top of the chassis here. You just can't get the probe in. If you can get a drill bit in, you can drill that hole out and get even more coverage. But that now inside there is all covered. Let's have a look at something else. Let's have a look inside this chassis. It's a bit of a difficult view. This top section here, you can get your probe. Look at this. Look. No effort, see? And then start pulling your trigger to when you pull it back, if you see what I mean. You know, because otherwise you'll be doing it twice. Just pull it back and pull the trigger. Withdraw your lance, and that's that. Now under here there's lots of little box sections, but we'll do that with a fan, because we can get into here with a fan. Another place to do, if it'll get up there, let's move the camera a bit. Oh damn it. Yeah, yes, these little sections here, you know, for the body supports. You won't be able to get all the way in, but if you get some way in, the crown will work its way into the channel there. Again, in here, this section here, this notoriously bad section. I'm having a real carry on this morning. It's bloody Friday, isn't it? Yeah, this bit here, notorious for filling with rust. Simply get your probe, boof, 360 degrees. In here, look at this, all the way through. Keep wiggling it, and you can get all the way to the other side. Again, pull it back. As you're pulling it back, inject it. Done. Inside that section there, down it comes. Like I say, we'll fan all this lot here. We'll do it with a fan. Rear cross members, not too bad to do. Oh dear me, now the lights come off. But again, get your lance and spray inside all those bodyworks there, all that 360, everything in there. Now I've already done it. Well, I've already done part of it, but I'm going to finish it off today. But you really can make a good job. The problem is with the Krown, as far as I could see, as far as my camera's moving all the time, is that it's so thin you can't really see where it's gone. All you can do is see with the light to see where it's shiny, if you see what I mean. But I'm going to get on with that today and finish that off. So all the panels are done. Let's have a look round the front. Another little place that's overlooked is this, the bump stops here. If you squirt between the chassis and the bump stop with the round jet, you'll squirt product under here. So if you put it in here, it'll squirt all over. Get it into there, get it everywhere you can. Front shock towers, notorious for rusting out. Again, get your probe, shove it right up to the top. You see, I'm going to nip this here, and you can see how far I've got up to there. I'll put another hole down here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's move the light a bit. Again, we drilled a hole here to put the lance in. See how far we got up there. See? Look at that length, eh? We got from here all the way up to here. Now, I already put some rustproofing before I put the bumper on. I cheated a bit because there's a hole in the end of the chassis, so I shoved my lance up there and I got that piece done. So all that chassis is well coated. The outriggers are self-explanatory. Let's move the camera. When we were doing the outriggers, we made sure everything was all thoroughly washed out, but with this 360 we can push it right to the very end of here. Spray, spray, spray. Try and get the thing out. Spray right into those corners. There's holes up here in the chassis. Of course, with this hole here in the chassis we can come right back to here, but once we get to here, turn light round, there's a hole in the chassis here, we can spray, turn, spray. So we can do quite a lot. Get into these brackets, spray all those. Under that outrigger there, I left that one because you see there was a bit of loose on there, so I'm going to get that off. Right, I cut that video a little bit too short because I didn't show you where I was doing the cross member. How foolish. So look, I've got the car down. I'm not going to put it back on the lift again, but underneath here there's some captive nuts that go all the way through the chassis for holding your step on, your cross member, whatever. Just simply get the lance, and you can probably see it coming through the holes here. There's a reinforcement in here, but you can't get much further than that. But by putting it through the hole there, and especially here, this one here, and this one here, you can spray all inside this cavity. Brilliant stuff. Sorry about that, missing it. Sorry about missing it out.